Hello, hi, welcome to Draw With Me. I'm Danny Gregory, and it is Thursday. It's time to do some drawing, I would say. A lot of you here today. It's so nice to see. Peggy from Switzerland. I'm not sure if you're new here, but Greta hasn't been around for a while, so welcome back. Helen, we're always excited to see you here, so thank you for joining us. And Sarah, a Dubliner in Devon. That is fantastic. Good. Well, thank you all for being here. And how about that cavalcade of Olympians? It was exciting to see. That turned out pretty well. It was fun to see the sort of energy in those drawings and to see how many of them there were. So that was what I thought was going to be a really tough challenge, really. We had, a minute or two to draw these fairly complex physical body shapes and movement, and yet we managed to do it, managed to knock it out. So thank you all for being here. Carrie Zinster, nice to see you again, and Wilma and Thistle. So yes, great to have you all here. Laura and Cecilia from Sweden. Good. So today, what is today? Today is a special day. Did you know that? What's special about it? Well, it's February 24th, of course. And today is, it's a number of things today. A number of exciting, wonderful things. Let's kind of ratchet through them and see what they are, because they may inspire our drawing. It's National Toast Day. You know, as far as I'm concerned, every day is National Toast Day. In fact, I raise a cup in toasting National Toast Day. So, what are we going to do to celebrate National Toast Day? What else? So it's National Toast Day. It's also Fat Thursday. You know, every Thursday is Fat Thursday for me. But Fat Thursday apparently is like an Eastern European, maybe a Polish holiday in which, people eat donuts and things. Sounds like a very good idea, and something that I'm sure, JJ, I'm sure you're excited about it too. What else is it? It's National Tortilla Chip Day. Interesting. I'm not sure how they came up with that. Why did they choose February 24th as National Tortilla Chip Day? And what are we supposed to do to celebrate it? They don't tell us these things. They just tell us that they just put it on the calendar. It's also Real Bread Day. Real bread. Echt bread. The real bread. None of this fake bread. Like, what are they talking about? Do they mean like it's not like Wonder Bread Day? It is like glutinous, chewy, yummy. I'm just getting hungry thinking about it. All right, what else do we have? It is International I Hate Coriander Day. You know, this is a joyous holiday for me because I hate coriander, otherwise known as cilantro. They're both vile. They're the same, but equally vile. Coriander, apparently there's a small number of people who are, I would consider, a higher life form, who have issues with coriander, and who, when they taste it, it tastes like, I don't know, I try to explain it. It tastes a little bit like laundry detergent, a little bit like mildewy old socks, whatever it is, it's vile. So yes, I know all of you people out there who are going to tell us that they love coriander. You know what? I'm tired of being oppressed by you people. I am a small member of a small suffering minority, and it's enough. It's enough with coriander. Coriander. What else? National Chili Week. So now we're stepping back. It's not just the day, but it's National Chili Week. Again, seems to fit in with the tortilla chips. You know, loving it. Can't have enough chili. And finally, National Hot Breakfast Month. That is very exciting. So, yes, I see a lot of you, See, I knew that I had a higher level of audience. A lot of people who hate it. Thank you for sharing with me. But I know you all love hot breakfast. Who doesn't love a hot breakfast? Particularly in February. Hot breakfast. So that's what we're going to celebrate today. Let's celebrate hot breakfast. Let's do it. We're going to celebrate hot breakfast. So, what's going to happen on Hot Breakfast Day that's worth celebrating? Well, for one, I'm going to be drawing in this, a Hahnemühle watercolor postcard page from this book of Hahnemühle watercolor paper, rough watercolor paper, rough, because we like it rough, particularly on National Hot Breakfast Day. So this is going to be the thing we're going to use, and we have some to give away. You knew I was leading up to that, right? We do. We have some to give away, and you could be one of the people who gets one. We're giving away it is 4.1 inches by 8.3 inches. So it's landscape format. There are 20 of them. It's 120 pound, really nice heavy stuff. And you can get one, or you can be considered to get one by writing to info@sketchbookskool.com. Write to us. Tell us, why should you get some Burgund rough watercolor postcard mit Rückenstieg ausgedrucktem something or other. Yes, the thing about this paper is it is an actual postcard, because you can take it, and then you can, on the back of it, can you see? Yeah, you can write a postcard and send it to somebody. So if you get these, we'll send them to you all the way from Dassel in Germany. So yes, get yourself one of these, and JJ's in charge of selecting who gets them, so you better woo her. But we have 3 sets to give away. She says, make me laugh or make me cry, you might win. Don't bother if you've already won something in 2022. JJ, always straightforward and to the point. So just write to us and tell us why you want one, and we'll get one to you. But in the meantime, I have one already. So there you have it. So here we go. A nice hot breakfast. I think this will be a delicious thing to draw. Don't you think? Aren't you excited about it? Oh, look, Beverly is telling us that she actually won 3 weeks ago. She won. I'm not sure what she won, but congratulations to her. All right. So yes, Cynthia also got one. She says, I got my darling Hahnemühle sketchbook in the mail. Okay. She says, I am so happy and singing at the top of my lungs to the tune of Hallelujah, but Hahnemühle, Hahnemühle. That's a great idea. All right. Enough of that. Okay. So here we go. Let's get into this. So I'm thinking watercolor. I got my watercolors all set up, and so here's what I want you to do. You might say to yourself, you know what, this looks revolting. It's the full English. And I am, as you know, full English. And so therefore, despite my accent, I am full English. And I very rarely eat something like this, as you can imagine. But here it has sausages, bacon, mushroom, tomato, baked beans, toast, and eggs. A light breakfast. Okay, so you can draw whatever the hell you want. But remember, it is National Hot Breakfast Week. But you might say to yourself, I don't care about that. I'd rather celebrate coriander. So you can draw coriander if you want, or a tortilla chip, or some real bread, or a donut, or whatever it is, your expanding waistline, you choose whatever you want to draw. But despite what Helen says, Helen is dissing our national dish, and that's on her. I'm not going with it. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with it. And I'm going to, and you don't have to eat it. Let's draw it. So you decide if you want to draw your own breakfast, a different kind of breakfast. Say you don't eat breakfast, you could draw nothing, but don't. So let's just try this, see what it's like to draw. I'm drawing with watercolors. I call it drawing, sort of drawing. Now, don't judge me too soon, because this is going to take a little bit of time to get it in a nice place. But I think we can manage this. It's lots of different textures, so you might want to think to yourself, how am I going to tackle this? What am I going to do to make this look as delicious as it no doubt is? How are you going to accomplish this feat? You don't see an awful lot of paintings of breakfast. I think other meals, have gotten a disproportionate amount of attention in the history of art. Feasts and the like. There's all this sort of Flemish paintings of groaning boards, with like a lot of fruit and some like dead rabbits and things like that. I'm talking about that. Those sorts of strange still lifes that they used to delight in. It's like they would paint buffets. There's a whole school, in fact, of Flemish buffet painters. Yeah, very inspiring. Delicious work that they made. So, I'm not going to show you my palette, because my palette might make you lose your appetite. But I find it delightful and delicious. I keep a messy palette. So I tend to do this off camera because honestly, I have trademark secret ways of mixing colors, and I'm not about to divulge them to just any old person. These are my trade secrets. So I had a great aunt in England, and I would go and visit her sometimes and stay with her. And she would make this kind of a breakfast every morning. It was quite nice, but sort of excessive. It's like, here it is a Tuesday, and you're getting, she would make each one of these elements. Her house always smelled really good, though. So yeah, you'd get up and it would smell like sausages. Oh my God. Love that woman. Aunt Reenie. That was her name, Irene. I haven't probably been careful in laying this out on the page particularly, which is okay. It's all right. We can correct it later on. I'm not sure how, but I've been reassured that it can be fixed. Breakfast of Champions. It's true. Is this a Breakfast of Champions? I would say so. I wonder who came up with National Hot Breakfast Month. Like, is there some kind of a group of people who are particularly enthusiastic about English breakfasts or pancakes and the like? And why? What else has that group accomplished besides getting the recognition of this day? Who came up with the idea that there should be days of recognition of things like, particularly things like tortilla chips? I mean, I can understand a pressing kind of global issue like climate change or, a civil rights thing, or coriander, recognizing really the scandal of coriander. I think that I could understand why that would have people marching in the streets, certainly. But tortilla chips? What do you think? Deborah Dooley misses JJ. What am I, chopped liver? I've been doing this show for years without JJ. Now suddenly she's become indispensable. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with expanding your franchise. You know what? We're going to be doing a spin-off show. It's a show that's just JJ, and it's called Don't Draw With Me, in which JJ doesn't draw, and you don't draw with her. That will be premiering soon. Stay tuned. What do you think, JJ? All right. Now, I'm glad to have JJ do the show with me today. Today she's otherwise indisposed. Occupied, not indisposed. She's not indisposed. She's not disposed at all. We want to dole her out in bite-sized chunks so that you keep wanting more of her. It's been the key to our successful marriage. Our anniversary is coming up, by the way. Yep. Pretty soon. Another year under the belt. JJ occasionally will cook me a hot breakfast. Not today, but occasionally. It's not the kind of thing you should be eating on too often. But I guess during this month you could. Although this month is almost over, there's only a week left of February. Can you believe it? Gosh, time's a-flying. Because we're enjoying ourselves so much these days. I was reading an article in the paper this morning about people going back to the office in Manhattan. A lot of companies are saying, all right, that's enough of this. get back in here, start working again. It'll seem very strange. The people who I work with, many of them, I've never actually been in the same space as them. Never been in the same, actually, continent sometimes. So I've never seen them except on Zoom. So I don't really know what they actually look like. I only know what their webcam reveals. They don't know what I look like either. They haven't yet experienced the full magnificence that is me when it's not transmitted through a camera. Yeah, I would say it's sort of the akin to, rather than eating a hot breakfast, drawing one from an old photograph that you found on the internet. That's what our social life has been like, even our work life. We've been living this weird version of life for the last couple of years. I mean, I imagine that there are people who got jobs during the pandemic, have been working alongside their colleagues, and now for the first time are going to have to go in and show themselves. Are going to have to put on pants. Yeah, that'll be rough. Not me. I can remain as I am today, as the French used to say, sans culotte. Right? Isn't that what they called them during the Revolution? Sans culotte? Maybe not, but without trousers, trouserless. Yeah. All right, this is looking like a good base. And let's let it sit for a second. Let's let it sit. And, let me just take a break while this dries. Did I take? Oh no, I took away your model, didn't I? Here, let me give it to you bigger. How about that? Nice and big. That was exciting. So now my hot breakfast is actually hot, thanks to my hairdryer. Pretty cool. So yeah, so as I said, that was the base coat. Now I'm going to take this, which is a Winsor Newton 05 brown fine liner. Brown. Yeah, because brown is the official color of breakfast. So this paper, this Hahnemühle paper, it's rough, but I was worried at first when I first started using it that it would be really impossible to draw on, but it's not. It's perfectly fine. It doesn't mind being drawn on at all. Because some watercolor paper is just like, it's so bumpy, it's like driving on an unpaved road with your pen. this doesn't have that problem. Yeah, so this pen just allows me to kind of just put in just some harder lines. I'm not usually, oops, sorry. Yes, I forgot to turn my mic up. Sorry. Yes, see that? Could you hear that? That was mission control. Yes, mission control. Yes, I was saying, and now I'm back to full con forte, con voce. Yeah, I was saying, what was I saying? That I'm not really one for just like a pure watercolor experience. Ultimately, I like drawing. I like drawing lines, and that's kind of what it comes down to. So, you know, there's two ways of doing this. In fact, when I was first thinking of what I was going to do today, I had actually a slightly different plan. There might still be time to do it, but my original plan was I thought, you know, I'll do this twice, and I'll do it once this way, which is watercolor first, line next, and then I'll do it again, but I'll draw it first, and then I'll go in with watercolor, and then we could kind of look at the two together. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if there's going to be time for that. The reason I backed off on that idea was because I thought, you know, it's actually kind of fun to do this, and the more time I spend on this, probably the better it'll be. Whereas if I'm kind of rushing to do another one. But yeah, but a lot of times I will draw it first and then go in with watercolor or even colored pencils or other things. Kind of just add some other stuff in there. This brown marker is really not bad at all for this kind of a thing, because if you go in with a black line, it can be really, really oppressive, aggressive, you know. Whereas the brown, you know, it fits in, it fades in. Particularly since breakfast has all the brown in it. So. Bacon. I mean, honestly, what's better than bacon? Many reasons to love pigs, but certainly this is one of their greatest inventions. This is looking better from further away, which is true of so many things in life, isn't it? Okay. This looks more or less like breakfast. Hi, Kinney. You're not serious that vegan bacon is better than real bacon. That's my sister, by the way. But are you a vegan now? I didn't even know that that's what had happened to you. I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful. See if this works. Come on. All right, that'll look better when it dries. Yes. Sausages. Where do I find a brown micron? It's not a micron. It's by Winsor & Newton. That's where I found it. I found it because they sent them to me, but you can find them anywhere you buy markers or drawing pens or the interweb. Kenny, we're all excited to see you here. There's pepper on that egg, but I just don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to leave it pepperless. Although I do like some pepper on my egg. I like that white thing there. So you know, I also have this. This is a gray marker, also quite nice for this kind of thing. And okay, I'm reasonably happy with this. It looks naked without pepper. No, pepper. Boy, the crowd is going nuts. Yeah, Kenny, it's because you like a nice hot breakfast. Who doesn't? Right? Yes. People demand pepper. Oh my God. I think it was better when she was in the room. It was easier to ignore her when she was here, but now she's talking to me through my watch. Good God. No pepper. Trust me, that white is what makes this thing. Sorry, I have to explain it to you people. But Yeah. No pepper. Put pepper on your own damn drawing. See what I've done here? Lesser artists sign their work with their names, not me. My signature is messiness. Please turn the sound back up. Really? Why don't you turn the volume up on your computer? Because my sound is at its normal level. I'm just muttering to myself. So yeah, I kind of think we're done. I think we're going to take a break. You see, Barbara ruined hers with pepper. Yep, ruined it. Now everybody's becoming a critic. I don't come here on YouTube to be assaulted by you people or peppered. You know, what I might do, although I'm not set up to do it right now, is when I take this breakfast, I might write something alongside it, just because I'm not really using this beautiful panoramic shape properly. I could be putting some stuff on the sides as well to kind of balance it out. So maybe later on I'll do this once it's nice and dry. But it's not a bad looking breakfast. Not bad. Part of a balanced breakfast. Pepper. But I will remember that you people attacked me this way and insisted on peppering me. Lanny's hungry. There's nothing like a good breakfast. So get out there, have something to eat. Boy. So yeah. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for standing by me. JJ doesn't like that I'm calling you people. If you people don't like me calling you people, I don't know what to tell you. That's just my style. To dismissively turn people into a category. All right, guys. I'm kind of done with breakfast. I'm ready to start thinking about lunch. Maybe I'll have some chili and some tortilla chips and some real bread. Yummers. All right, let's see. Just a final couple of announcements for you. Just to remind you that if you would like to get this beautiful Hahnemühle postcard book, let us know that you want it. And let us know how bad you want it. Thank you. What else? My essays. I've been writing them now. Somebody told me the other day that they thought they were getting better. And I said, well, okay. I thought they were always incredible. I didn't think they could get any better. Turns out that they can. Maybe they'll even get better when you subscribe. So go to dannysessays.com. It's free. I'm also thinking of starting to give out some little gifts to people who subscribe too. But you won't find out about those until you subscribe. So just do it. I send one out every Friday and now every Tuesday. And they are packed with guffaws, let me tell you. What else? Speaking of guffaws, the Art for All podcast. I think we're now into the 48th episode. But this particular season, which we're calling the Curious Sketchbook, involves me and my friend John Muir-Laws sitting around jabbering about art and art-related things. And I think it's been pretty interesting. It's been a pretty interesting experience. It's the kind of thing that, you have on in the background, let's be honest. I don't expect you to sort of sit there with headphones on, the lights off, listening intently and taking notes during the whole thing. It's not that kind of an experience. It's more like you're drawing and there's a couple of loud mouths at the next table jabbering about art, and you're sort of half listening to them while they talk. That's kind of the design of the experience. So, we don't take it too seriously, but we've been having fun doing it. And finally, for those of you who are saying like, oh, I keep missing this live experience of Draw With Me live, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, Facebook's over, my friend. Get over to YouTube and subscribe here. And sorry, I didn't mean, if Mark Zuckerberg's watching this, I didn't mean it. I was just kidding. But yeah, come and subscribe so then you'll know what's going on here. Because it's not only Draw With Me, it's also the podcast. The podcast is also a vodcast. I like that word, vodcast. Nothing to do with vodka, but it is available as a video experience too, because you can see us jabbering. Not that you need to. So what art podcast do I listen to? I listen to Art for All, the Sketchbook School podcast, Martina. Yeah. So yes, subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. Sorry, Martina, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. There's that. And that's it. So Martina's slinking off to cook now. Well, while you're cooking, Art for All podcast, a great accompaniment, goes with every dish, particularly with a hot breakfast. All right. And that's it. We're done. I'll see you next week. Thanks for drawing with me today. We'd love to see what you made. So please post it on social media or put it in the Sketchbook School schoolyard, and make sure to tag it, #SBS Draw With Me. Thanks very much to our sponsors, Hahnemühle and Winsor & Newton. And if you'd like some more inspiration for your creativity, here are 3 things that you can do. 1, subscribe to this channel, and you'll know when I make new videos, which I do every week. 2, sign up for my free weekly newsletter. A lot of people seem to like it, maybe because it's free. And 3rd, watch another video.